extremists in this way, and they push him and push him and push him to use these kinds of terms. He finally did, but then he saw the negative feedback that he got.
Okay, and as far as international policy, does your organization get involved with the government, or do they ask you for advice about certain...
Well, we traditionally have tried to stay on domestic issues, but when the international issues are really in effect domestic issues, we have to get involved, whether it's the attacks on Lebanon, whether it's the Palestine-Israel situation, whether it's the invasion of Iraq or any of these things. Nowadays, we almost have to get involved in these issues.
Okay, Muslims who are picked up in these wide dragnets and incarcerated with no charge or anything, do you get involved in those cases?
We take cases on an individual basis if there's a civil rights component to it, and we do the best we can. We try and provide attorneys. We try and to make sure that their legal rights are protected.
Okay, Ibrahim, just off the subject a bit, our viewers always like to know about our guests, and I want to ask you about how you came to Islam.
I don't think it was any different than most people who come to Islam, just reading the Quran, studying, traveling in the Muslim world.
And how long have you been Muslim now?
More than 20 years.
Okay.
And, it was a gradual process with me, just because you hear so many negative things about Islam, you always think there's going to be something bad around the corner.
Now you've been Muslim 20, 30 years, and at that time you heard negative things about Islam?
Oh yeah, Islam never had a real positive portrayal even back then.
Right.
Back then it was more just lack of knowledge of any kind. But even the knowledge that was out there was very negative sometimes. So, it's a real struggle, and we do the best we can every day.
Okay, as an advocate for Muslim rights here in America, what do you think are the biggest challenges facing your organization?
As I mentioned, the top priority for Muslims in America today is civil rights, civil liberties, maintaining rights, and portraying an accurate and positive image of Islam.
Okay, Ibrahim, thank you very much for your time. Inshallah, Allah will give you the success with your organization in defending the Muslims' rights. We're still here at the ISNA convention, and it's really amazing the number of people you meet here. And I'm here with my brother in Islam, Abdurrahman Castro. And when I first saw him, I thought he was Saudi, But actually, he's from Honduras. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Abdurrahman, tell us a bit about how you became Muslim.
Well, it all goes back to when I was a Catholic. And, well...
This is in Honduras, huh?
Yes, it happened in Honduras. Honduras is very strong in Catholicism.
And are there many Muslims in Honduras?
There's only a small number, which is 2% of adherents to Islam, but most of it is Christianism.
Okay.
And when I was young, I raised myself as Catholic from my auntie. Thank to Allah that He gave me the right guidance.
So somebody in your family was Muslim?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And actually, I was a very devout Catholic when I was young. I assisted to churches, go to Mass on Sunday, catechism, everything, including the Holy Friday. Well, on Wednesdays, we used to have buddy meets with the sisters, and including myself, along with my auntie always. The first encounter, I had with a small touch, or a sign that I was moving along. My path to Islam was amazing. On the Wednesday, we were worshiping and we were meditating. And
when you say meditating, what do you mean, meditating?
We're worshiping upon Prophet Jesus, upon the Trinity, how Christians do it.
Right.
And it would be, for example, like making dua. That's how I would say it.
Yes.
And on that meditation one day, we were all together, and we were meditating upon Prophet Jesus, alayhi salam, and we were supposed to receive a message. And out of that meditation, I myself suddenly found myself alone in a great